just made it to Mississippi. We're gonna take a break at the rest stop. Pretty cool. Take a picture with the sign, of course, like we always do. Hopefully we can get a picture with the van as well. From the sign. That's what we do. Just enjoying this great view.
The restrooms?
Yep. The restrooms are beautiful here in Louisiana. They are. They're absolutely gorgeous. Made of steel construction. We are 3 states in. Right? Can you name them all? I'm just kidding. You can't. You can't name them all.
Mississippi, Louisiana.
So we left Florida.
And we went to Alabama.
Went to Alabama.
Mississippi.
And now we passed through Mississippi.
Drive by.
We did drive by. Without guns.
No.
No guns.
Stop. Now we're in Louisiana.
Now we're in Louisiana.
For a couple of days.
And a couple of miles from New Orleans. Yep. We did pass Biloxi or something. I guess they got a bunch of casinos there.
We did.
Anyway, we're gonna go get some Louisiana brochures. We are checked into St. Benard State Park in New Orleans, Louisiana. It's a pretty cool spot that we have right at the beginning. There's about 51 spots total in this campsite, and it's pretty nice. There's not mosquitoes and gnats and stuff like that. You have to watch out for wasps and large bumblebees flying around. So it's a little crazy. In the last 2 hours, we have been warned twice by 2 different people. Once at the visitor center, the super nice lady helped us tell us different places where we possibly might be able to park the van because it's so big. Because we knew coming here to a city that we'd probably have to search for some parking or park a ways away and then walk to locations. So they say the city's safe. However, you know, at nighttime, as long as you don't wander off the tourist areas where everybody goes, you should be fine. They do have a lot of pickpocketers, is that how you say it? People stealing from you right off your person, and there's been some muggings and stuff like that, they said. But the armed park ranger here at the park told us on the way in too that we need to be careful in certain areas and just watch our backs, look around, and see if we see anything suspicious. Just move away from it as fast as we can. Don't approach people. Don't approach drunks. Don't, you know, do any of that crazy stuff. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna try to have fun. Apparently we don't want to be down there at night. Unfortunately, that's when all the jazz bands and all the cool events and activities happen. But we're gonna head down to the French Quarter, Bourbon Street. We're gonna hit all that. We got a tour lined up for tomorrow, and also an airboat ride. We've never been on an airboat ride, so Amy's got us going in the swamp in Louisiana tomorrow, so it's gonna be pretty cool. So let's go check it out. So we are at Basin Street, and you can actually, you pay to park here to go into New Orleans. You can catch the trolley like we did yesterday. Or you can actually sleep overnight here. So there's campers here if you're brave enough to sleep overnight in downtown New Orleans. I don't know. I don't know if this is downtown or not because different people have different perspectives from here of what downtown is. But I consider this downtown. So anyway, it's pretty cool. So if you want, you can pay to park right here and be close to the action. So we have a little delay before our next tour. We're actually going to tour the cemetery. I don't know if you can see it back there. We're going to take a tour there. And the Basin Center Station is that big building right there. And yeah, so we're going to park here. We got the generator going. We're going to make warm up some shrimp from what's that place called yesterday?
Deanie's
We're going to warm up some shrimp from Deanie's restaurant. The Garden District. Yummy. Ooh, there it is. Gulf shrimp is just the best. That's what we think. And we're going to get in here, shut the door for security reasons, and put some air on. I don't usually eat shrimp or any seafood today after. That's good. That place looks good. We had to wait like an hour. We didn't have a reservation. Everything has a kick down here, a little spicy. So we're about to take a 45-minute tour in St. Louis Cemetery number 1. Nicolas Cage has a pyramid tomb here. It's supposed to be pretty cool. And other famous people are buried here as well.
It's supposed to be pretty cool. The only way you get in is to do a walking tour.
Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the video so far. This is our first time in New Orleans. 2 days and 2 nights camping near a big city, exploring a big city. It's
Super cool.
super cool. As you can see, we just got done taking a tour of the St. Louis Cemetery 1, I think it's called. There's numerous ones throughout New Orleans. They're all numbered. They have a lot of famous people and things like that. Amy, you want to tell them a little bit more about this?
Yeah, sure. So why we chose this one is 2 reasons. First one is Mark's reason, which is because Nicolas Cage has his future burial site there, which is this huge pyramid, which is it actually is pretty cool. The second reason is Marie Laveau is supposedly buried there. And if you don't know who Marie Laveau is, she is the goddess of voodoo for New Orleans. So if you see quickly in the video, there's 3 X's on one of the cemetery burial sites. That is Marie Laveau's site. And the reason why there's 3 X's is because people believe that if you place those 3 X's, give her some type of offering, that she will grant whatever wish that you have. Pretty cool, I think. Anyway.
We didn't make any wishes though.
No, we didn't because we were on a walking tour with other people.
French Quarter, one of our favorite spots because I got a cannoli there.
It's not a cannoli, it's a beignet. Oh my god. He
It's
keeps calling it cannoli.
It's like a
That's
donut
cannoli,
that this big bag of sugar, and they got this donut croissant
fried.
that's just so freaking delicious, and
It was.
you just dip it in this pound of sugar, dip it in there, and then you take it out and you're like, it's so freaking delicious.
It really was. Cafe de Monde, and I know, again, I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but Cafe de Monde is where we went. It was very cool.
I would have never been able to pronounce that. Just like I can't pronounce cannoli right, apparently.
It's not cannoli, it's
It's
beignet.
a beignet.
It's a beignet.
So anyway, we put together a little video, and you are gonna watch it now. We'll be right back. Is that the line?
Yep.
Yeah, so cannolis are great. So when you go to New Orleans, get a beignet. Downtown, also called Business District, you think? I don't know. There was a thing they had there at New Orleans. Some people call downtown downtown, and some people call the other districts downtown. So we were a little bit confused. We don't care. It was all kind of like downtown to us.
It was great.
From where we're from, a small town in Florida. So we always, when we go to these big cities, we like to jump on the tour bus like the first day. Just take a tour to kind of get our footing. What's what, and where's everything at, and what's cool, what we like to do. Look at the maps and check it out. We ate at the French Quarter. It was delicious. And then we took a tour downtown, saw all the buildings, got to hear all the history and stuff of the buildings of New Orleans. We went by the where Drew Brees used to play. Even though he's a Tampa Bay Buccaneers rival, the dome was huge, and apparently it was destroyed during Hurricane Katrina, or part of it, or a lot of it.
Yeah.
But they rebuilt it, and it looks really, really nice when you drive by it. But even people like big name people like Sandra Bullock, she adopted a child that's from New Orleans, they said, and basically she bought a house there so he can be close to his roots, and she can come back frequent. They say Matthew McConaughey is seen there a lot, other big names and stuff like that.
They even taped like one of the seasons of American Horror Story there, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a cool show. How do you like your potatoes? That's different, ain't it? Serving potatoes for instead of bread.
How is it?
That's just made outside crusty part. When you bite into it, it's just like juicy.
Say thanks, Lloyd.
What?
Thanks, Lloyd, for recommending.
Thanks for it. We didn't have a problem parking the van anywhere in the big city, which was probably my biggest fear the whole time we were there, is because there's parking garages and you can't get a van that's 9 foot tall into a parking garage. But anyway, we found a parking spot and went in there. We waited probably about an hour or so. But the shrimp, the Gulf shrimp, was just
oh my gosh, it was
die for.
phenomenal.
Yes,
probably the best place that we've eaten so far, even though we're only 3 states in, but still the best.
Yep. Bourbon Street Amy wanted to go to this place, Bourbon Street.
Like, I'm glad I went. It's definitely a bucket list item that I've had to go to Bourbon Street, but it's definitely different, and I guess it kind of was what I expected.
Yeah, it was cool. It was just kind of a different experience. Lots of crowds where I'm not really into crowds, being from law enforcement.
Always not.
You know, I'm always on alert and looking around, and plus we had been warned twice before we got, got downtown to watch out for pickpocketers, scam artists, and gangs. But there's a lot of drunks, a lot of people drinking. I mean, there's bars, and there is a lot of cool restaurants. There's a Hard Rock Cafe down there. They were all booked up for like hours. So,
Yeah.
and that was at 4 o'clock when we hit Bourbon Street.
Which was really crazy.
So if it kicks off at 4 o'clock, that sucker must go all night. We went through, I think it was in the Garden District as well, but they have all these nice trees
Yeah.
and beautiful houses and stuff that you go through. And apparently there's shoes on a line is a significant thing, and they also throw beads.
Yeah, so they talk about the Mardi Gras Fest, which New Orleans is famous for. But when you look, they keep that stuff up all year long. So they call it moss on the trees,
Moss
which
on the
is
trees.
basically not typical moss that you would think of, but it's really Mardi Gras beads. So
Yeah, it's not real live moss. It's just beads that are
Yeah.
thrown there, and they leave it there. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't
that
look
was
trashy.
very cool, actually.
We
I thought.
we got a kick out of it. It was pretty
Yeah.
cool. We'd like to thank you for watching our video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel and joined our community, do so now. That's our whole goal, is to share our experiences with you and hope that you find something for your itinerary, for your next travel plan. Don't forget, we put out a journal every week as we release a new video from Making Our Way Out West, Season 2 of Van Life. We put out a journal on our website, and you can read it there to get more, I can't say the word ever, in-depth to get more information about the trip and some more insights. We're going to share it with you. So there'll be a link in the description below. And again, thanks for watching the Tate's Travel, and Marcus is out.
Next state is Texas. Tate out. Texas. Tate out.
We've never been to Texas. I don't know what Texas is going to be like.
Interesting.